Sean. Sinatra on the beat.
What a day. What a day. What a day. Whew. Man. It's been a lot of laughing.
Shout out Sean, man. Sinatra on the beat.
So we got a lot of updates. A lot. Wasn't too bad of a first week. The first week not over. Depends on how you feel about it. But we gonna talk about it. Now we having a Freestyle Friday. Yeah.
Shout out
Getting ready to talk about these Cowboys, man.
Sinatra on the beat.
You know I got my opinions about these moves. And I know y'all get tired of me saying this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, it's not as good as it may seem. It's not as bad. Some of the moves
Shout out Sean, man.
and some of the
Sinatra on
moves
the beat.
go work better than what we think. And I'm telling you it is. We gonna go through those moves. We gonna break those moves down. We gonna talk about the bad moves, but it's a balance, you know? It's a balance. And y'all already know, because it's Freestyle Friday, we gonna open up those call lines as we do the show.
Shout out Sean.
And y'all gonna help with the
Sinatra
show,
on the beat.
as y'all always do around this time. But this is gonna be a fun one, man. You know, we got the film. We gonna break down our new acquisitions. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about how they're gonna fit with Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore.
Sinatra on the beat.
We're going to talk about Cooper. We're going to talk about Watson. We'll talk about all of that. Because, man, this is some good TV right now. Woo-wee! Y'all give me a second. Let me set it up.
Shout out Sean.
Name is Marcus Smith, as you can
Sinatra on
see.
the beat.
Been rhyming on the mic since I was 3, cause I keep it G. Boy, you don't hear me, nor feel a G when he's coming through. Huh, yo, I'm on this mic. These boys don't understand, cause I might just man, y'all don't understand. Boss got bars. Boss got bars.
Shout out Sean.
My boy Esau said, stop that. Man, I can rap your style too, man. I can do that H-Town style. I do all that. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a fun show, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. It's gonna be fun. All right. Let's go, man. Let's get into this sauce. Sauce it is. All right, man. Yeah, my boy Vondell Jackson. Yeah, I like your comment out the gate, straight out of Facebook, man. Hold down Facebook for me, man. We got 2. Actually, we on 3 platforms right now. We on Twitter, we on YouTube, and then we also. Oh, let me turn on my Twitter. Let me see. See if I can turn on my Twitter real quick. Okay, I'll turn that on later. Okay. By the next show, I'm gonna be able to feed in them Twitter comments. All right. So my boy Tyrone Church said he cool with the moves. So we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about all those moves that happen. Then we gonna open up the phones, you know, like we always do. We gonna talk about it because it's interesting. It really is. There's some interesting moves going on. So we gonna do. Yeah, we gonna do what we did last time. We gonna open it up with the phones. That's what we gonna do. So give me a second to get these phones going. Here we go. So we got the phone lines open. It's Freestyle Friday. So y'all call on in. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Call on in. We got the phone lines open. Let's talk about today. And then I'm going to kind of go through how I see everything, you know? So I'm going to start talking. If y'all don't, once I start talking, y'all know I ain't going to shut up. So I got the phone lines open. 941-942-2100. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the content. If you're new to the channel, make sure you fast forward to this point, because this is where I'm gonna jump off the content right here. So let's go. So first, I'm gonna obviously start with kind of the big boy, the booger wolf. All right, I always want to start with the booger wolf, the big girl, the big boy. All right. So the big boy, the booger wolf, to me that I want to talk about is Deshaun Watson has decided he wants to play for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah. So that shocked everybody, right? So the first thing I want to say is Dak is now the 6th highest paid quarterback. And it didn't even take a year. Because those of us who've been talking about this a while, been trying to warn people and accompany me and Cowboy fans who was lobbying for Dak not to get paid. Because let's remember, it was a lobby from fans, Dallas fans. He's not worth $30 million. I remember those days. He's $25 million at best. See, if the corporate kiss butts and Stephen Jones would have went at it and paid Dak right now would be maybe your 12th highest paid quarterback according to the average per year. But he's 6th. So everybody, he's not worth top 5 money. He's not getting it anymore because that's how the market works. Deshaun got paid from the Texans. Then he got paid again. And it was way higher because the market is higher. The cap is higher. And those guys get paid according to the percentage of the cap. So, yeah. And so when this is the big thing that I said, and I addressed this on Twitter and a lot of people registered with it. You know, some things you just throw out there, and then some people they say I feel that. You know, Twitter, they give you a lot of confirmation that your thinking is right, because a lot of people go rock with you if you're making sense. All right, a lot of people go be like, yeah, I feel that. Right, but I said karma moving so fast on Dallas front office. They thought they sent Cooper to a place to die, and now he will likely put up 12 to 1,400 yards while they are being exposed. Because that's what's happening. The Cowboys getting exposed, right? It's a whole lot of stuff that's been coming out to the point they've been dodging the media. See, and this is the reason why I call it karma. Because from multiple reports, Cooper was a good dude. He didn't deserve the capitalistic nature in which Stephen Jones went about trying to get him out. It wasn't a way to do it. And a lot of us, just keeping it real, it gave us a bad taste in our mouth to even be a fan, because it felt so sleazy. Even to the point when Gallup got his money, he said his first call was Amari. His first call. The first person that was like, congratulations, brother. The first person that was treating it like a brotherhood, Amari. Amari, those guys have been saying since he left that he was the big brother that taught them how to be professionals. And so you had a guy He wasn't the vocal guy. He wasn't the T.O. He wasn't the Dez. He was the silent assassin. And he took a pay cut from the Washington Commanders to come here. Yeah, he did all that. And then after taking the pay cut to be here, Dallas front office, especially going through Bobby Belt, I'm not blaming him, but he was the source. He was the main source spreading what front office wanted out there. It's just true. Now, he was reporting what he was getting, but he was the one. And it was other ones. It was other ones that, hey, I got a report from a source that go look at the last plays in the San Fran game. And Cowboy fans, we sitting back like, bro, what you doing? Like, what are we doing? So it's no surprise that that tweet took off. It took off, man. A lot of people registered with it. A lot of people shared it. And it's really almost, to me, honestly, like the best revenge. It's the best revenge. Because I put this out there, people was rolling. Because I know Jerry and Steven right now looked at when Watson signed with Cleveland. I know they was mad. Oh, I know they was mad. Because they thought they sent the OG to a hellhole. They thought he was dead. They thought he was getting ready to play with Baker Mayfield. And I mean, Twitter was off the chain today, man. I was just tripping out on Twitter, man. But we gonna talk about some of the football stuff too. I'm not gonna just keep beating up front office because we still need them to do their jobs. We gonna talk about James Washington. I already got his film. We gonna break his film down. I already got the film on Dante. We gonna break his film down. But I just want to kind of go through this Cooper stuff because it's funny. It's real too. It's real because it's good to reflect. Yeah, my boy Special K say, yep, that's what you call karma. Bro, if this ain't karma, I don't know what is. They are fully getting a taste of what they dish out. Think about it. It's just real. Amari's sitting here quiet, not going to the media. They steadily, he's lazy. They was doing all that. But now, who do people hide from the media right now? Who do people? Oh, we canceled our weekly appointment with the fan. So, but we go talk about football now. I just want to kind of talk about that because it's real, man. We witnessing real karma hit our team. Hopefully, God, we've already paid our debt. Because when you punish them Joneses, we suffer too, Lord. when you punish them Joneses, the fans suffer. Straight up, man. But hopefully this is a wake-up call. So on football stuff, I'm gonna try to take some calls again too. On football stuff, this is still good news, all right, for a couple of reasons, all right. One of the top reasons is we all should be able to see that our front office has massive egos.
Yoga fire.
We see it. We know it. The only way you're denying it now is if you are what I would call a Confederate soldier, a dummy, right? That's what I'm gonna start calling corporate Cowboy fans, the type that just co-sign everything that front office does. Don't matter how dumb it is, they go still find a reason to justify it. I'm gonna start calling them Confederate soldiers, dummies. And this is the reason why Confederate soldiers is like a perfect metaphor to a corporate cowboy. Because 97% of those soldiers who fought against the North didn't own slaves. You big dummy. You big dummy. So you was willing to die for other people money. That's how some of our fans are. They defend Jerry and Steven like it's their money. It's the crazy Confederate soldiers, big dummies. Big dummies. So when I go back to how this is going to benefit us, because we know it's now an arms race, right? We know Amari is rocking with a quarterback. And every week, the media is going to be counting the score. Think about it.
Yoga fire.
They're going to be counting the score. They're going to be saying, okay, what did Watson do with Amari this week? And what if he would have still been with the Cowboys? They're going to do it just to make Dallas look dumb. They already, think about it. It's already reports out there saying the trade for Amari for a 5th rounder is the worst trade in Cowboy history. That is good news. Listen.
Yoga fire.
We should all want that. You know why? Because it's going to drive the Joneses to want to feed a certain guy proper targets. See, because I don't use the term number one anymore in Dallas. Because even when we have number one talent, Amari proved that we put a system over talent. So I don't say number one in Dallas. I say playmaker. So this is putting the pressure on Stephen Jones and Jerry to feed the playmaker, the new one, the 88. See, because they was real cocky about Amari didn't fit our system. That's why we let him go. Oh, see, because you thought you was sending them to Baker Mayfield. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. He is with Deshaun Watson. So where you thought he was going to likely just kind of tail off, yeah, with Baker Mayfield, oh, no. Now everybody going to be measuring your judgment. Was it actually smart? And this is also why we should be happy.
Yoga fire.
Listen, as Cowboy fans, this is why we should be happy. Because this is going to be a first-hand test, side by side, of philosophies. Yeah. So you sent Amari Cooper away. And what you said was because he didn't fit our system. So now he's in another system that's going to prioritize him over the system. They're going to prioritize playmakers. And the evidence is going to be worldwide. How smart you are, Jerry and Steven, or how dumb you are. Yeah, we want that pressure. That pressure is perfect.
Perfect.
Because now they don't have to make decisions with dumb ego. Now it can be smart ego. Now it can be, let's aggressively target our playmaker, because we gonna look dumb if we don't. This is how sure I am this is going to happen. See, I pinned a new tweet. I got a new tweet pinned up. And I said, this is my new tweet. Because remember, my old one predicted that the media was going to go after Cooper and never talk about his targets. Everybody know I was dead on. And I said it way before they did it, because I saw it coming. The same thing getting ready to happen with Mr. CeeDee Lamb. Mr. CeeDee Lamb is getting ready to get that ball fed to him like a little mama feeding you grapes. Thank you, baby. You so sweet. You such a good woman. That's how they getting ready to feed this dude the ball.
Perfect.
And it's gonna be about ego, and I'm so happy. Yes, this is one time I want their egos to be fully working. I want it at maximum. I want it at the max. I want them looking every day. I want them every day looking at Amari and Watson every day. I want them to be checking the news every day, every day. I want Watson. Listen, if you're a Cowboy fan, I'm telling you, you want Amari and Watson to go off. You want them to be the best duo in the league. I'm telling you, that's what you want. All right, man, let me take a break. Let me take some phone calls. I got the phone lines back open. Oh, man. Woo. All right, man. I got the phone lines back open. If y'all don't call. Okay, hold on. I see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's going on, man? Boys Cowboys, Neroy Justin, DC here.
What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, Amari Cooper about to go crazy this season, man.
Bro, yes, he get ready to go crazy.
He's about to go crazy, man. Him and Deshaun Watson is about to be probably, like you said, like we want, the best duo in the NFL.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna draw everything up from Amari. Plus, you got that offensive line out there that's one of the best in the NFL, and you got that running game.
Yes,
man. Listen.
Ooh, that play action gonna be like, woo!
That play action gonna be crazy for him. But as far as us,
yeah,
I think the Joneses kind of put a Band-Aid over the wound today with the two signings that they did.
Yeah,
with Dante Fowler and James Washington.
Yeah,
I love the James Washington signing because you could put him on the outside and you could put CD back in the slot and let him work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And Dante Fowler, he's an edge rusher. He got that great relationship with DQ. And now it gives you more flexibility. It gives you more flexibility with Micah. You could put him back if you don't get another linebacker per se. You could put Micah back at linebacker and have Fowler come off the edge, and you could switch it up, with the rotation, however you want to do it. So, I mean, the last couple of days things were looking pretty bad, but after tonight, I think they on a better track.
Yeah,
to start turning things around this offseason.
I think you said it perfect. You called it a Band-Aid. It's perfect. And that's why we expected it. We said it on the final word. We say they go get a receiver, and we knew it. You know what I'm saying? We knew it because they like to go in the draft with Band-Aids so they can pick the true BPA. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Exactly. Right. Exactly. What's your thoughts on the draft? Like with these signings and what they're doing with the in the offseason? Do you think they're gonna go more towards the offensive line at 24, or are they gonna go now? You think wide receiver or defensive line? I think those three is probably like the top options for them right now. I think they wait till like the second or third round to get a linebacker if they do go one of those three with the first. What do you think? How do you feel with that?
Well, I think your best likely BPA that's going to be likely sitting there at 24 is likely going to be an offensive lineman. More so because this is a heavily defensive draft, and it's going to push down a lot of first round talent linemen. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the depth of a receiver, and it's so many of them, why would you reach for any one of them in the first? Even though you could get a good one like Burks, right? You could get one. But does they make sense when there's another 8 receivers that can come in and contribute in round 2 or round 3? So to me, that makes it more likely an offensive lineman.
Okay. Yeah. I totally agree with that. If they go offensive line at 24, I'm good with Linderbaum, Kenyon Green, or Zion Johnson. Any of those three at 24, I'm perfectly fine with. You know what I mean? That those three, any of those three, help the offensive line immensely at that point, in my opinion. But I don't want to take too much of your time, man. I actually got to get back to work. I enjoy you taking my call, and I appreciate you. I watch you almost every night, man. Keep doing your thing. You give out the best information for us fans, man.
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Get back to work. Don't get in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good night, bro.
You too, bro. That's cool, man. My OG snuck off at work to take a call, man. That's player. I feel honored. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna take another call before I get back into the content. I'm gonna take 2 calls. All right, y'all call back, and then I get back into the presentation. Here we go. Boss Cowboy.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Eastside.
Man, what's up, East?
Hey, man, just celebrating down here this King's Ransom. I told you we was gonna get this Herschel Walker Hall that we got down here in H-Town. You know about Herschel Walker, huh? That trade, I know it's a little bit before your time.
Oh, man, listen, bro.
But
I already told you. I look better than my age, bro. I'm telling you. But go ahead.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Texas pretty much got a whole
man, get to your point,
draft.
bro. I want to talk football.
I mean, it's a whole nother draft, an extra draft, where you count it all up. But hey, man, they wanted Watson. People was downplaying Watson until they heard the results. But now Watson is the best thing since sliced bread. And hey, you had to pay for that, and you had to pay that fee. It's like when you see a pretty girl, you might want her, but you got to pay that price. And they paid for it. It came out that fee. And
You're not gonna come on my show acting like tricking is normal. Nope. You're not gonna do that. You heard him? Yeah, it's like a pretty girl. You gotta pay. No, you don't gotta be a trick, East Side. No. See, that's that H-Town tricking. Nope. I'm getting them off the phone with that. BossCowboySports.
Whoa.
What's up? Who is this?
Whoa.
Who is this?
you got people, what people call type of ways inside it, ain't it?
Oh man, that's my boy Eastside though. I cuss for Eastside. That's my dog.
Man,
I couldn't do it. When you start that trick talk, I'm like, nah, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta. Hey man, the last call said Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Man, these Band-Aids ain't gonna stick, man. The Band-Aid that don't stick don't work.
Wait.
Man, come on, man. This man, you know something I love about Cowboy fans, man, and I'm in that group too, man. After 52 years, man, I've been a Cowboy fan. And the thing that we get, man, anything that we do, we'll be like, oh man, yeah, we'll try to make it work in some type of way. But come on, fans, we listen here. Then you can't tell me if we would pay a little bit more money, we can get some other guys that could come in here. I don't know what the Jones is doing, but let's. I know I have never talked to you, boss, about the draft, man. I'm not a guy to pick up guys, but I think review guys. But I just think the need, man. We need to go and try to get us an offensive lineman at 24. To me, either gonna be offensive lineman. We ain't gonna sign no other linebacker. We definitely need a linebacker because we ain't gonna be able to move Parsons around if we don't get no more linebackers. That's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna work. Because what you got in a linebacker, you got a guy coming off of ACL, and you don't know how he's gonna react to that. And you got, I don't even want to talk about who else you got, but we need a linebacker. But offensive line and linebacker would probably be my first thing off the board for me if I was the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because I know they do. One thing they do well is the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say no. They don't say anything in the draft because they already know what they're gonna make. There's already slotted when you draft a guy in a certain slot what they're gonna make. So they already know. They already know they're gonna get a sales price when it comes to that. So,
Yeah.
But what you think about? I think we gotta do that. We gotta get that guard position on field. I don't think Conor McGovern is the guy at all, but we need another bull up in that left guard. I don't know who you see out there as make it be a bull type guy that can get that left guard.
Well, I'm putting the final touches on my book right now for next week. So all I can tell you without listing off a whole bunch of names, I'm going to tell you this, that this is a good class for hybrid tackles / guards, guys with versatility that was similar to Lyle, because when he came out of the draft, he was touted for his versatility. Some of the guys that we can actually get our hands on can be those types, and it's a lot of them to the point I wouldn't start panicking until we got out of the third round. I think you can get starter grade quality guards in this class up to round 3.
I think with the vast amount of picks that we have, I think that I think the Cowboys going to try to go into this draft and be, trying to move up and move where they can try to get the guys that they really want at the position that they want when it comes to like the second and third round picks. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to package some stuff together to try to get back up in the early second round to get somebody. I think like I said, Will McClay. This is Will McClay.
Yeah.
Wheelhouse here.
Yeah.
And you only start piling these picks to be able to wheel and deal in the draft. You ain't start piling these picks because you're talking about getting players. So that might be one of the things that they're saying is a deep draft, and we're gonna try to wheel and deal to get these picks to come in and see if we can get some of these quality guys to fill some of these holes and hopefully to go. But if I was a veteran on the Cowboys team, if they draft a guy in that higher rounds in your position, you can forget about getting paid when your contract run out. They already done replace you before you even got to the end. So if they draft a receiver in the first round, CD Lamb, the handwriting on the wall. So that's if they draft a receiver in the first round.
Oh yeah,
you already
Lamb.
That's gonna be your not number one receiver like you say, boss. That's gonna be your best receiver in the system.
Right. Exactly. Now
it's not a number one receiver it's not a number one guy in Dallas. It's the best guy in the system.
Right.
It's not, it's not a number one guy in Dallas.
Right.
But I want to say one thing, boss, before I leave. Let you go, man.
No, don't go. I want to talk to you about something, Coach.
Go ahead. Tell me what you got to talk to me about. You got something else? What you think about us in the draft, man?
No, I ain't talking draft. I know we freestyling. I want to talk about something else and get your thoughts on it. LVE. What's your thoughts, Coach?
Listen, man, and Cowboy fans, I know the ones out there listening, I'm going to tell you about this. If LVE takes a $2 million contract, it's a sentence to get up to $3 million. That means there was no other suitors in the NFL that wanted LVE. Film does not lie. You see a couple of good plays. I know we got some people saying that he had some good games in San Francisco. He had some splashes here and there. But the overall play, if you watch down in and down out of LVE, he is a soft 245-pound linebacker that no one else would have wanted to pick him up. He took bottom basement money. And listen, does he help you on special teams? He doesn't play special teams. He is the typical person that knew his own value. And that's why he took a deal in Dallas just to stay, he had a job. I hear these pundits talking about it's a 1-year prove-it deal. He just had his prove-it deal. He was just on a 1-year contract. When you don't get signed, your option don't get picked up, that is your prove-it year. So his year that he's supposed to have a prove-it year on one of the better defenses we had in a many years, it netted him a $2 million contract for another 1 year. So what does that tell you about his play?
Yeah, I mean, like, Coach, those of us who've been hammering on LVE, his contract show you we was right. You know?
We was right.
Because some people act like we picking on him. It's like, no. He didn't play good. You paid a guy that's averaging maybe 2 to 3 tackles a game. That's right. Almost no impact.
With a linebacker room that you ain't got no linebackers.
Right. So, Coach, let's talk about this real quick. Are we crazy enough to sign Luke Gifford and LVE and take Bobby Wagner off the table?
Yes, because if Stephen Jones say I can get them at half the money that they were getting paid before, yes, that's what he does. And then he wants you to. Then he's gonna listen. He's gonna put that. Listen, this is where I don't want to say this is sabotage, but this is what gets me. This is what gets me with the Cowboys and Stephen Jones. You brought Quinn in, and then you paid Quinn to stay, and then you take away what he had.
Coach,
because how you tell him that you are valuable here? You brought him in. He brought you up with a certain type of player's curse. These guys that you brought him up. You brought him up with Gregory, and then you bring him in, and what you say, I'm not going to even keep what you had to enhance you. I'm going to get less talent, and I want you to make wine out of water.
Yeah.
Well, how is Dan Quinn? We understand he got Dante Fowler there, okay, but Dante Fowler, he was sputtering, but that was a 1-year deal, and it probably ain't no more than $6 million. If it tells you how good a player is valued, I mean, looked at across the league based off if they get these 1-year deals, because clubs just don't go out there and look at ESPN when they go out and get free agency. They're evaluating film on guys that's coming in their last year contract or may get cut all year long. They're doing this evaluation all year long. They don't wait till the year over and say, okay, let's look and see who we can get or how they play. They're doing this evaluation from week 1 through week 17. So they know almost at the end of the year who can play and who can't play and who we want to go out and what their value is. So if they evaluate this guy and they giving guys at bargain prices of 1-year deals at $6 million to be an edge rusher, when the average salary for edge rushers is double digits, he has a flaw.
No,
and that flaw is known by the whole league.
The flaw. See, that flaw is definitely known by the whole league. That's what people I don't think catching. What you saying? See, the difference between Curse getting that cheap deal versus LVE is Curse had limited snaps in Detroit before Dallas picked him up. If you play all 16 games and still get 17 and still get you a bottom.
You got fire.
That mean the whole league watched you and was like, your film stink.
They say that he had the New England and Pittsburgh. So what did New England and Pittsburgh offer if the Cowboys got him at $2 million?
It's that simple. But Coach, let me speak on some of the stuff you said and did. And make sure you keep us on speed dial, because if they take long to call back in, okay?
Yeah, but I want to say this right quick. Pride before the fall, boss. And this pride is going to be Mark Cooper, and the pride in this season when Cooper go off with Watson is going to be the fall. Pride before the fall.
I hope not no fall, but let me talk about that, Coach. Let me talk about that.
All right. I'll be listening, man.
Yeah, because I would be lying if I said this did not have the feeling of cursed. It wouldn't. I would be lying because this looks so karma-ish. This looks cosmic. All of this. All of this, it's like we being humbled. That's the vibe. Like, God, dog. But this is one I want to tell everybody this, because we falling for a trick. I'm being dead honest with everybody. Then I'm gonna start talking about James Washington, okay? Because I got his film. I'm gonna give my thoughts on James Washington. Stephen Jones is playing a smart game that I don't think we seeing. So he already told everybody, okay? He already said, if I'm looking into my crystal ball right now, he said this about 3 weeks ago, I see most of our money in free agency going to our current players. But see, I'm explaining how he's getting over, and he's actually, in my opinion, too stringent. You couldn't fit a gnat in his butt right now. He that tight. He got his butt cheeks that tight. He got his butt cheeks just tight. Because, yes, we've always had the philosophy. Listen to me. We've always had the philosophy of paying your own guys. But there's a key difference this year versus the other times we paid our own guys. When we used to pay our own guys, that clause was meant for paying your best guys. It wasn't just our guys. The top shelf guys got paid. The mid-tier bottom guys, they got shopped equally and upgraded as needed. Needed. Yeah. This year, he's signing his own guys, but he's signing super role players See, this is different, and a lot of people thinking, oh, we've always signed out. Oh, no, not the mid-tier guys, not the bottom guys. We've always signed our best guys, the Zekes, the Dax. Remember, we let Byron Jones go. We let him go. Yeah, and we let a whole lot of players walk away. But this year, he pulling a fast one on us because he's all in on role players. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. There's nothing really significant yet. It's Armstrongs. Yeah. See, this our guys stuff. Yeah. This is a different our guys. This is a sloppy our guys. And it's a lot of hoping into the future with these guys. Because people saying, I hope Armstrong hits that next level. They're hoping. They're hoping Luke. I can't wait to see Luke. I'm going to tell y'all, we saw Luke last year. It wasn't pretty. He got starting snaps versus Washington. It was ugly. He got destroyed. The only thing I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that LVE, some kind of way in them last couple of games, got some courage. Because maybe that might be the case. That's a long shot. That's a hope. But it could be the case. Because remember, this man had neck surgery. Some people might take a while to start striking like they used to because you're concerned about your life and career after football. And it might have took him 15 games, 16 games before he finally figured out and developed a confidence after that surgery to his neck. But it's a lot of gambling. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of gambling. This year is different, y'all. This ain't a normal pay our guys year. I'm going to take a call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's going on, Boss Cowboy? What's happening?
What's up, Charles? Charles, what's up, Unc?
What's going on? Is it still time I can give me a comment real quick?
Yeah. Freestyle.
No. Well, man, it's good. It's a blessing to hear from you, man. But let me just say this. I'm going to say this to the Cowboy fans. Let me tell you something. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to say this. When Romo was playing for the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones and them did everything they could to please him by paying him, to please him by putting the athletes around him to make plays. Nobody had a problem. And I'm starting to think that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, just me, I ain't talking for nobody else. I'm starting to think they ain't some plantation owners. Because the way I see it, you tried to lowball Randy Gregory, and you gave these guys these one-year deals. And I don't understand that. Let me explain something to you. One thing about a billionaire, they don't give a damn about what you think. Their whole thing is perception and public opinion. So they give you a bone and you'll chew on it. Why? Because you're addicted to the Cowboys. Boy, I was addicted too, but I went to rehab and I got better. Let me explain something to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, you're a lame duck coach. Whether you want to believe it or not, after that, Jack Joker said that about hiring another coach when you already in place, I would have took that person and I would have told Jerry Jones, thank you very much, but I'm going to forego my last year in my contract. But you didn't do that. No. You just going to wait around till they fire you where you can go ahead and get on that Bohemian diet. And you know I know you're going to get on it because I seen Al Sharpton and I told him it's working. Let me tell you something. Any two times your head get bigger than your body, you need to get off that plane. Let me say this, man, in closing. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I always will. But I'm not addicted to them no more. Any two times you go to bed and you shaking from anger because they should have won the game and they shouldn't, they're messing with your sleep. And you're not messing with my sleep. I'm too damn black and beautiful to goddamn not go to bed. I can't do that. I'm too black and beautiful not to go to sleep. And I'm not going to let you mess with it. That's what it is, Cowboy fans. It's effed up. That's what it is.
Fire.
It'll fall all the way up. And then, let me tell you something. To your credit, Boss Cowboy, to your credit, you are not going after that ball for what you are doing. You're pointing out, hey, why are you doing this? This is the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you making these decisions? You're calling the organization out. Now, let me explain something to you. Back in 1992, I had a friend, and he tried to go in the bank with a rubber check, $5,000. This fool went in there and cashed the check. And then this fool came back 3 hours later trying to cash one for $3 million. When you know, ain't no banker on hand got $3 million. Now, I don't know what down, but I got a call that night. He got a visit. And this is what I'm talking about, man. I'm not going to be rolling around in my bed thinking I'm floating on some kind of cloud and then it ain't no more my blood pressure up. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, I'm starting to believe, and I hate to say that about them, because they have did good things.
Yeah.
They have. I'm not just rattling out like that. But they never did nothing good for nobody that they weren't going to do for themselves. And Michael Irvin is not going to say the same thing unless he want to put another pair of scissors in his hand. I'm tired. God damn it, I'm tired. And I'm tired. But I appreciate you for being a warrior. Man, I love you, bro, for being that dude, man. I respect you and I love you, man. So you keep pointing out these. Listen, you only a Cowboy fan when you could complain about what they're doing wrong. Stop taking and drinking that Kool-Aid, and your stomach getting bigger and bigger, and then wonder why your ass can't get out of bed. I'm telling you that right now. And that's all I got to say, and I love you, and I always love my brothers and sisters. Nothing going to change that. And I will come back and give my opinion. But one thing I ain't going to do, I'm not going to go eat, I'm smoking no more crack. I'm done smoking Dallas Cowboy crack. I'm through with it. Yeah. And I'm done. Man, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, Uncle Charles, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all give. Ooh, we got dog.
Yoga fire.
Oh, man. Yoga flame. Man. See, Uncle Charles make it hard to do shows, man, because he goes so hard. You be like, how do you follow up after Unc? God, dog. Woo, man. So, yeah, I mean, we love these Cowboys. All of us do. And see, I'm glad people really starting to learn the spirit of Boss Cowboy Sports, because everybody not used to this. Everybody not used to people that just speak honest about the dysfunctions. You know what I mean? And like, we always go talk about the problems, but then we go talk about the solutions. Like, Steven need to loosen up that butthole, man. He holding his butt too tight. He's too stringent into his system. He doesn't have the flexibility. Man, go ahead and fart, dude. You need to let some gas out, bro. Like, God, you holding your butt cheeks too tight. That's what my boy Big Game James, I also call him baby nuts. It's like, you have, like, God dog, man. I know you like building from your own guys, but it's some other guys that's out there, man. It really is. Like Hayden Hurst versus Schultz. Like, you could have upgraded Schultz. Like, Hayden Hurst was my #1, and I still hope they get Hayden Hurst. You know what I mean? Where he can be the tight end 1 or tight end 2 or tight end 2 to the tight end 1. You know? It's just, man, go ahead and fart, dude. Fart. It's like, God dog, man, you get on all I know. Like, God damn, man, you can't even, you in the bathroom next to him, you can't even hear no noise. He out the, man, if you gonna sit on the toilet, let it go. You sitting on the toilet and you can't even hear no farts or nothing coming out of Steven, man. Let me be in the toilet. I'm gonna let it go. That's what I'm here for. Man, I'm telling you, Steven, this is crazy. Look, if you not following iBomb International, bro, you gotta follow him. Man, he goes crazy on Twitter. Man, he had me rolling. This dude talking about capologist of the year, Stephen Jones. And that's what we looking at, man. And listen, we all laughing because it's true. This dude is, man, my boy Big Game James Corn baby nuts. Then Cowboy, like everybody got these terms that we not lying, bruh. We telling the truth. Fart, let it out. God dog. I'm gonna take one more call before we get into James Washington. I'm gonna call Jessica because I see she was the last person called. I'm calling Jessica. I'm calling you now, Jessica. Yeah. God dog. What's up? What's up?
What's that?
Man, girl, I'm finna hang up. Don't you play with me.
What? You better not.
You know who this is. Don't play with me, girl. Come on, let's talk some Cowboy content now. Don't be playing. Talk about who is this. Try to be all cool on your boy. What's up, Jessica?
So much. Like what you said, when I saw that Deshaun Watson went to the Browns, I said the same thing. I said, now Coop finna turn up for real, for real. He don't have to be sad no more, because, man, when I saw his video the other day, man, I got teary-eyed. I said, man, he don't want to be there. He want to be here.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
And then I saw they got some other guy. I saw everybody look like they getting excited and excited. I'm not finna get excited until I see the proof.
What you mean?
Proof in the pudding.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
They're gonna have to, these people going to show me that they really gonna do something and help this team go forward. And people need to stop trying to slam the Dak because they sit up being mad and blaming Dak for Cooper, and you need to get mad at the owner. Don't come after the quarterback. And I'm sick of hearing about Romo. Y'all like Romo is just a golden child, and this man got about 5 or 6 rings before he left up out of here, and he didn't do nothing the whole year. So stop trying to slam the Dak. I'm mad because they took Dak's wingman away from him because that wingman was with Dak, and when those two was together, Dak did some things. And you want to get mad because he wasn't feeding Cooper the ball. He was told not to give Cooper the ball. By who? Keelan Moore, egotistic, stupid self, who was mad because Cooper could do his job and his own job and make him look like he's stupid. Because that's what he is, a punk. That's what made me mad. And then Randy, you never going to get another Randy. You never going to get a Cooper because Cooper is Coop and Randy is Randy. You can't replace those nuggets. When you have a milestone, you don't sit there and just throw it away like they trash. Threw Cooper away like he was Alabama trash. That boy wasn't no trash. He was a golden. He was a ring winner. And he was Dak's wingman. But anyway, I know all of that is over with, but I'm like this. They're going to have to show me, these new people coming in, the other people coming in, they're going to have to show me. They're going to have to show me that they are worth who they are. And the other dude, people talk down on him, and people saying they looked at films on this dude. But if you ain't got, he had, what that man's name is, the one that supposed to have been one of the top QBs, and he couldn't feed this man the ball and couldn't make this man work on the Squilla thing. Come on, man. Like I say, proof in the pudding. You got to show me. I'm not stressing. I'm not putting my team down. But y'all better stop coming after my quarterback. Don't come after him because y'all mad about Coop. And then y'all saying they signed people, our own people, when they wasn't signing our own people and they was getting them out of here like they were Alabama trash. Y'all was getting mad. Y'all need to make up your mind. Either you're for them or you're not. If you don't want to have nothing to do with the team, just get up out of here and stop talking about lame stuff. PBO, baby, PBO. Let's go, Cowboys.
Man, I love it, Jessica. Your voice matters. Man, that was a great call, man. God, dog. Oof. She always keep it real. I call her the Michael Irvin, straight up.
Yoga fire.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about James Washington. She brought him up, so that's a perfect segue. She said, "I gotta see it," right? So we gonna talk about James Washington. So we got James Washington up, and if you look at his stats, it's anemic. It's nothing sexy. It's nothing fancy about his production. He almost looks invisible. Okay. And before I get into this, first I want to kick a special shout out to the big OG, Dez Bryant, because Dez predicted this. You know, he said James Washington, Dallas Cowboys. Just know you heard it first right here. He said that 4 days ago. And so, you know, I was like, man, what you said fits the receiver by committee 2.0 idea to the T. Deep thinking. Yeah. But he called that. It's a couple of reasons he might have got that right. He also went to, obviously, the same school, the same college, Oklahoma State. So maybe he was getting it from the homie firsthand. He might have been getting it from internal, maybe knowing a couple of people in the Dallas Cowboys organization that might have just leaked it to him. Or he just remembered his own experience, how he was done and how he was replaced for a committee. I don't know how he got it, but yeah, shouts out to Dez. He got it right. So when you look at the stats and you look at the numbers, it's nothing sexy at all about James Washington. It's completely anemic in terms of production. It looks outright, I'm gonna be honest, bad. You know what I'm saying? It's let me look at his career. All right, let's look at his career. So we talking about this last year total. He had 285 yards total. His best year was 735 yards. Okay. So we're not really dealing with somebody statistically that's shiny. But I already warned that you don't grade players on stats. You grade them on film. So remember, it was people trying to make the same case. Remember, they was making the case on Randy Gregory versus Armstrong. And I showed y'all the other day, brought a film, that there's a major difference between the sacks when you look at the film. So it's not enough to say, oh yeah, this guy had 6 sacks, this other guy had 5.5. They're just as good, because a sack is a sack. Anybody that was here the other day who watched the film, no, that is not true, because the film showed it. Like if you was here and you watched that film, if you missed that film, it was go back to the video. It's at the 55-minute mark. Okay, it starts right at 55 minutes where I go through the film. Go check that film out, and you will learn to not grade players based on stats. We all gotta go look at the film. So, you know, I did. I wouldn't be being myself if I didn't. So let's kind of go through this together. So this is Mr. James Washington. Okay, you see him at the lower left-hand corner. We go just kind of look at a couple of plays and we go kind of describe what we see. All right. All right, so I'm gonna just turn it on. I'm gonna just let it go. So every time I'm gonna have an arrow, it's gonna show him as a player, and we gonna break him down. Okay, pretty good, out and up, attack the ball, high point, good play. I like that. You want a receiver that can go hype on the ball. He definitely did that on that play that he made right there. Okay. I mean, stupid play because they had nobody. Listen, that play was dead at the beginning because it was nobody to account for the corner. Stupid play. It was dead before it started. Okay. Listen. Decent out route. That wasn't a bad out route. Very clean coming out of his breaks. You know what I mean? So, I mean, very clean. Like the corner had no chance. I mean, that's a perfect speed out. Perfect. Ooh, nice. I like that. You know, don't look too bad when the ball is coming this way. You see a little juice. There's some juice. You see a little juice as you watching. It's not Amari, but he's not here to be Amari. Okay, I like the fact that he accelerates very much out his break. Very good acceleration coming out his break. If that ball would have been delivered better, he wouldn't have to high point that touchdown. Yeah. So just checking him out. But I see juice. I do. I really do. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not saying epic juice. I'm saying decent juice. I'm not saying he's Amari. That's a bad ball. And he should have jumped off his head. Make the play. Make the play. But that was also a bad ball. I'm just looking at when his number was called. That's what we grading. Okay. That's not his fault. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Trash ball, trash play. Couldn't do anything. Okay. Check you out right here, Mr. James. Okay. Okay. So he finds a soft spot in the zone, pitch and catch. No big deal. That was cover 2. He found a soft spot. But see, that's important to see too. Let me explain that. When you see a guy that can quickly find a soft spot, that also goes to the cerebral side of a receiver. Are you reading cover 2 just like the quarterback should have been reading cover 2? We just going through his film. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, late. That was a late ball by Ben. Ben should have got that ball out. He had plenty of separation on that. I'm liking James Washington on them out routes. Anybody that played receiver, I think my boy in the house, Nick, who played receiver, man, this dude run a real nice out route. He does. I like his feet coming out of his break. Boom. Yeah, he come out of them breaks good, man. Them break. He can run. I can tell he run good out routes. Yeah, out breaking routes. He's solid. Okay, check him out some more. Okay, so the play breakdowns. He finds a soft spot, fumbles, take care of the ball. You tripping? Yeah. So, okay, check him out again. Yeah, good stops. Okay, yeah. Again, he finds a soft spot. Okay, you know, yeah. So, okay, so I could tell you, because I've been already looking at his film, I can tell you what I see. Okay, James Washington is not a number 1. James Washington is not a number 2. He's between a number 3 and a number 2. So for anybody that's thinking James Washington is here to take Amari's spot, he is not. He's not here for that. He's not to take Amari's spot. What he's here for is to play a good number 2. This is the replacement for Cedric Wilson. That's more so what we're looking at. I'm being honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is a guy that they also was high on when he was coming out of Oklahoma State. So this is a guy, I'm telling y'all, that Will McClay has put his finger on. This is a Will McClay guy. Okay. It's gonna start coming out. Watch. You heard it here. Will McClay had his fingers on this. Okay. This guy is here to complement the committee system, because they're all in on it. We already see it. They're all in on Kellen Moore and his committee system. The number 1 is going to be, well, the playmaker, because we don't have number 1s in the system. The guy that's going to be the go-to guy in the clutch is going to be CD. The complement guy is going to be James Washington. And I'm telling you right now, we go still draft another receiver, which as a unit is not go be bad. It's gonna be a decent receiver crew. Now, would it have been better with Amari? Yes. Yes. But this is gonna be winnable. This is not the receiver by committee 1.0. This is a different upgraded version. The first one was Hearns, T. Will, Cole Beasley, and Deontay Thompson. Ugh. This one, CeeDee Lamb, James Washington. They gonna probably try to do something with Simi Fehoko. I guarantee they go draft another receiver. And in this class, you will get a good receiver. Now, is it the best weapons in the league? No. But is this going to likely be very good and good enough weapons? Hell yeah. Just going to tell you the truth. All right. So I'm going to take some calls real quick before we get into Dante. But I want to get y'all some film. Just give y'all some film on them. Let y'all look at it like I looked at it. And then, you know, we could take some calls and we could talk about it. But we got the call lines back open. But I feel good about it. I don't feel like trash. I feel all right. I feel like, okay, you got us your guy. Will McClay, this is your guy. Boss Cowboy Sports.
I got to give you my opinion of your film on Washington.
Go.
Boss, did you have the stat on the reason why he in Pittsburgh because he can't catch the ball? Drop. I
didn't look at them drops. I didn't, Coach. His drops bad.
That was his problem. And this when we talk about production, his production was down the last couple of years. And
bad.
Pittsburgh threw the ball more than any team in the NFL.
Oh my God, I'm with you, Coach. I'm with you.
They threw the ball remember last year they were talking about Ben was throwing the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah. So why didn't you eat? I got you. So yeah, if you throwing the ball that much,
I want to wonder what's going on with Turner. They ain't gonna sign Turner back.
I don't know.
Or was Turner good friends with Mark Cooper?
Is he considered one of our guys?
Well, you picked him up. Yeah, he was one of the guys. You got
is
him
he
as
one
a
of our
free
guys,
agent
Coach?
He loved free agent pickups. They got him as a free agent pickup after one draft. So he's been with the Cowboys for a while. But if you bring Turner back and you draft a receiver, I hate to say this, Washington's a camp body. I don't even think he'll make this team.
Well, text me that info on his drop rates because I want to check out his drop rates.
Okay,
that's the one thing I didn't
right.
check out. Yeah, text it to me and then I'll pull it up in the show. Appreciate it, Coach. All right, yeah. So that was Coach Marv. Yeah, so I gotta check his drop rates, and I'm also double check those attempts because if Ben been throwing that ball, like Coach said, you shouldn't have no anemic numbers. Something is wrong. So it's gonna definitely take more research. But if I'm just judging what I was seeing when the ball was thrown his way, he was all right. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah, what's up, Boss Cowboy? How you doing, man?
What's up, Tariq? Chilling, bro.
Man. What's going on, man?
Man, I'm chilling. Man, doing good, bro.
Just cooling?
Yeah, cooling.
Hey, man, all I'm going to say is this, man. They get a two-finger hand clap for me. They get a two-finger clap for me for they signing today. I look at it like this, man. Washington, his problem is he drops the ball so damn much. That's his problem. I don't watch the report. I can't stand the Steelers, but I don't watch a couple of their games with him. And let's not be unfair to him because Big Ben don't fell off. He's done. You know what I'm saying? My thing is with him, he's a little speedy receiver. You know what I mean? He's a little guy, but he gets open. He can get open. You know what I mean? And I think you could put him at punt return or something like that. You know, I haven't really watched him in the punt return, but I know the dude got speed. You know what I mean? If he get loose, he gets loose on you. And my thing about the other dude that was with Quinn in Atlanta, Dante Fowler, whatever his name is, he's a pretty good pickup. I don't look at him as like like a dude that's like anywhere on Randy Gregory level, but he's gonna give us some good snaps. And Van Der Esch, everybody knew Van Der Esch was coming back, man. That's not like we're surprised about that.
We knew.
That's a Jerry Stephen Jones special.
Yep, facts.
You know what I'm saying? He one of the good old boys. And my thing about Van Der Esch, I look at him as a 1 year gap. They need to go ahead and draft some linebackers. It's a deep linebacker class. Go ahead and draft you some linebackers. Let Dan Quinn. If you're not gonna let Dan Quinn eat in the first 3 rounds, let him eat. Let him eat in the fourth and with the 5th picks. Let him eat. Let him go ahead and find what he really needs to find to help his defense out. You know what I mean? We might can find some gems in this draft.
Right.
But I'm not surprised what Steven around here doing, man. You know, he still hasn't, like Big Game James said, the shut-up signing, he still hasn't done that yet.
Yes.
So I'm kind of waiting for the shut-up signing.
I'm hoping.
And,
I'm hoping that shut-up signing, big dog, is Bobby. Because I was shut up.
I'm hoping that, too.
I was shut up. I was shut up.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bobby,
I was
or
still.
Fletcher Cox. I like Fletcher Cox too, man. Pause. But I like Fletcher though. He all right. I'll pick him up too. You know what I'm saying? Because I think
doubt.
Fletcher would give our defensive line an attitude.
See, I already, because you know my book coming out next week. It's some other defensive tackles in this class too, free agents, bro. Some nice ones. So I'm gonna be unveiling those too, because I'm expecting us to kind of pick up steam next week, week 2, week 3, week 4. That's when we go really get going. But hey, I got OC in the house. Let me go and get him in real quick, big dog. But man, before you go, anything else, big dog?
Nah, man. We just gotta stay positive. I know I've been getting on the last couple of days going off because Baby Nuts Jones been getting on my damn nerves. And I think Jerry haven't took his medicine. He been hiding Jerry medicine, so he can't see what's going on. We doing all that signing and releasing. But other than that, I'm cool, man. You know, let's just stay positive and hopefully we can get something that we want and make everybody a little bit happy going into this next season.
Man, very good call.
But that's all I had to say, man.
Appreciate it, Tyreek.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too, big dog. That was Tyreek making his voice matter. And I appreciate the Tyreek. You one of the first people that I heard say, let's stay positive. That's real, dog. You know what I mean? Like, this is still our team, y'all. I know we angry, but it's still our team. You know what I'm saying? So, and if we angry, let's be angry about calling out stuff that we seeing, but let's not be angry to where we're angry. Where we're just angry, you know. So anyway, we got the OC in the house. What's up with it, big dog?
Well, what's up, fellas? I mean, you doing freestyle Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You just run up the score.
Man, I mean, the people been loving it. You know what I'm saying? All our numbers been good. They've been sharing the content. Yeah, I mean,
you got to give the people what they want, man. No, it's all good. No,
people like the freestyle.
No, man, it's a lot of interesting things going on, man. I mean, I think that, you know, James Washington, interesting thing about him, right, in regard to his drop rate, because I know a lot of people just mentioned that, his drop rate has increased every year. And look, this is based on PFR, okay? This is so I'm citing my source based on PFR. He had a 5.3 rate his rookie season, and it increased to 6.3 in 2019, and then 7.1 in 2020. So that was his first 3 years. So he had an increase in drop rate. But look, he's an athletic guy. He's fast. You know what I'm saying? He can make him. He can stick and go.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about him, man. And we predicted this, that we would get, you know, 2 or 3
Band-Aids,
you know, type receivers, right? Because we want to save money and we didn't want to spend it. So we kind of already discussed this, so we shouldn't be surprised. If you follow Boss Cowboy Sports, you shouldn't be surprised. This was all in the Kool-Aid of what was going to happen anyway.
Right. Yeah. And I actually like it, bro. I do. Like, A lot of people angry right now, but I've grown to agree with their shopping value. I have. I agree with it. It's worked a lot. It's not 100%, but it's worked a lot. Like, it worked last year. Like with Curse. Back then, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. Ain't that something? Yeah. Ain't that something, OC? Yeah. Now I'm hot. Yeah. But back then, just last year, you didn't even know me. Right? That was a value free agent. You know what I'm saying? So we all knew Kazi, but Achilles guy. Back then, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot. Y'all on me. He was an upgrade to Woods. You know what I'm saying? Hooker.
Yeah.
Man, injurypredictor.com gave him a 99.9% chance of re-injury in 2021. Wow. 99.9. Back then, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I look at these value free agents, you know, we hit on a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like value because then if you're doing value free agents, you can also load up. You can load up on guys. You can go deep. You can create more competition because you're not breaking the bank on none of them.
But is that giving you the talent that you need to succeed? That's the question.
Yes.
Because it's a 50-50.
Except for your own. But go ahead.
I'm saying when you bring in a free agent and you pay him low, there's a 50-50 proposition that thing is going to work out. Because there's a reason that previous teams did not re-sign him. Right? Whatever those reasons may be. And I'm not saying it's because all these players are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's a 50-50 proposition on whether that dude's go boom or bust. And my only question about that philosophy and strategy, it worked this past season beautifully. You know, it really did. But I think it was a mix of that with us drafting well. Yeah. Right? It was a mixture of the two. Yeah. Right? Not just one. So my contention about that is that at some point, for you to be dominant, and I mentioned it earlier in the video I did, to compete and be the top dog in the NFC, not the NFC East. I'm not talking about the NFC East. I'm talking about the NFC. Be able to come out of the NFC. You're going to have to, I think, pay a little bit and get a little bit more firepower. A little bit more firepower to compete and to beat some of these top NFC teams. That's my opinion.
Okay. This is where I think we are competitive. Okay. So Carlos Watkins.
And flip to you for a minute, boss.
Yeah. Carlos Watkins, a value free agent, no doubt. Right? And not even value. Yep. That was like lower end. Will McClay mixed with his coaching staff, made it work. Urban did not work. Now, some people like Urban. Urban didn't work. We're going to talk about that. Because I really combed through him. I broke him down. I don't know why people in love with Urban. He did not work like people hoped he would. But Cobb, value free agent, worked. Quinn, value free agent, worked. I actually think, what's my boy from Minnesota? I forgot his name. God dog.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the defensive end. Griffin. Yeah. Griffin should have worked. But Mike Nolan, dumb system. I think Clinton Dix should have worked. But Mike Nolan ran him off. And I think Stephen Jones is trying to push up Thompson. I think that was some meddling. Because remember they was calling Thompson a practice All-American or something like that. No, they called him a practice All-Pro. So when I look at the volume of guys that we able to get, they make differences. They do, in my opinion. I see the difference that they make. Even, remember we got Cooper, the guard?
Right.
He worked, a value free agent. Then we got What was that guy from the Texans who came over who played guard? I can't remember his name.
I forget.
Man, but he was a second rounder. So I think what the Cowboys are doing, they're real big on value free agents. And I think that's actually not a bad way to build volume. You know, it's not
right
to me. And if you work it right, you get comp picks off of it. If some of your guys hit, you get that comp pick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that part of how we build. I'm not. I'm just not. And I'm not panicking, nor will I. Because it's only a few guys, do I think, that you go in on. Guys that you just like, you know what? They fit too perfect. It's almost like an outfit. You might get your shirt from Marshalls. You might get your hat from TJ Maxx. But them shoes, I can't go cheap on that. If I want this outfit perfect, I'm going to have to spend. You know what I mean? On sometimes,
right.
Yeah, I think that's when you say, you know what? This person completes the puzzle too well. We got to do it. Only in those cases will I say go away from it. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Are you back?
Not yet.
All right. So y'all see what we going through.
I'm almost back. I'm almost back, bro.
I'm over here closing the deal, man. I know what you're doing.
Yoga fire.
I'm over there making that money, bro. That's the only thing that'll get him off this show, man. That boy over there trying to get him some money. I know what you're doing, big dog. I know what you're doing.
Fire.
But I'm gonna go into Dante. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about Dante. All right. So
I'm back.
Okay, you back. All right. So
go.
Looking at Dante. All right. So obviously this is perfect. This is gonna be perfect because we got Dante, who we can compare. I already did the comparison with Darren Armstrong. I did the comparison with Randy Gregory. So again, we go start with the data. So we go start with the stats. Okay. So you know that's at least gonna give us a surface view, right? Yeah, man, this boy eating, bro, man. This boy, yeah, he eating, bro. But somebody sound like the OC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's back there eating. He going hard back there too, people. God, oh, bro.
Sorry.
You good, bro? Hey, man, we not on television. We good. All right. Yeah. So anyway, when I look at him, especially if you compare him, because we did this yesterday, we compared, the production, and we looked at it on a surface view, just a surface view, right? And you can see, in my opinion, when you look at them stat wise, right? When you look at the production stat wise, I'm looking at right now Darren Armstrong. If I flip to Dante, you see, you see a higher level of consistency production wise, and this is just the surface numbers than you see even on Darren Armstrong. So I'm gonna be honest with you. When I look at the tape, because I already started looking at his tape, I'm gonna just tell you on the surface what I see. I see Dante, right? Dante is sitting perfectly in the middle, skill-wise, between Randy Gregory and Darren Armstrong. That's how I see him. Okay, and I'm gonna turn on this film in a minute. What's your thoughts?
Man, I think Dante Fowler is a solid player, dude. I think he is. You know what I'm saying? I think that he ain't bad. He ain't great, but he's solid. Yeah. That's the best thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can describe him. I don't think he great. I don't think he bad. I think he's solid. Yeah, so I think solid. He's a solid guy. And that's the best way I can describe him.
Yeah, cause see, one of the key things, if you go look back at him, this is the one thing we can hope. All right, because remember when Quinn came over, people didn't like Quinn, bro. Can we be honest? People did not like Quinn. Yeah. People was not high on Quinn. 2 years ago, when we talking about Dante, when he went over to Atlanta, He came over to Atlanta after 11.5 sack season. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things to where, similar to Quinn was not Dan Quinn, Quinn, the defensive end. He turned up when he came to Dallas, you know? And so to me, what we're hoping is we can get a turn up in Dante to where we can get a restoration, which should happen. And this is why. Because with the Dallas Cowboys, it's a little bit different. What made Randy so good, what made Michael so good, what made Tank so good is because you couldn't focus on one of them. If you tried to focus on one of them, the rest of them took over. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think hopefully Dante go get less pressure, more one-on-ones because of the talent that's around him. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go either way, man. I think that the whole key, man, is utilization, right? Mm-hmm. It's about how you use the piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you talk about, and we talking about the Cowboys, right? Let me just clarify.
No, we talking about Dan Quinn though. It's a little bit different. We talking about the Cowboys, but we talking about Dan Quinn.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I don't want to be negative about Dan Quinn, and I'm not. I love Dan Quinn. I'm just mad about all the meddling. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Dan Quinn unabated can use the piece the way he needs to use the piece, I feel like we'll be fine. Mm-hmm. You know, as long as it's not any politics in the building as it relates to the utilization of the pieces, I think on that side of it, we should be okay. And I think, you know what I'm saying? I think that for the most part, and we don't know everything, so let me just say I think it kind of went that way this past season. But at least to what I could see with my natural eye. And I'm saying that with some caution because I don't know everything. But I think that if the utilization is there, I think it's going to be very productive. That's what I think.
Gotcha. All right, so let's get obviously into
the OC.
The film breakdown.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's do it. So you see him, I mean, he's doing good. He circled back, he overrushed, he circled back, came underneath, trying to make a play.
Made the play.
All right. Let me see, because I'm looking at it from a small screen, boss. So some of it I can't see exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. All right. Now that was good pressure. That was real good. That was real good coming around the edge with the strip sack. That was good. That's good stuff. That was real good stuff. Let's check him out here, and he's almost like a 7. Oh, good rip, good bend. Hey, there it is. Ball out, sack. Fumble, great job. Here he is again. So he's playing kind of like wide. He don't play tight. So that's kind of the first thing I noticed about his game, right? He gets off the ball pretty good, but he has good hands and good bend, man. He gets there. Yeah. So so I've seen it 2 plays in a row. So that's happening, right? So and you'll see it better from this angle. He wins at what I call the top of the pass rush. Mm-hmm. He wins with hands and leverage, right there. Hands and leverage. There it is. He popped, got it, rolled overneath the board. Great job, though. Great pressure. Great job by him there. All right, so here he is again. All right, so now this is unique in a sense. He's standing up. So he's inside. So it seems like to me from looking at this, man, and there he is on a win. All right, there is another win. He's real good with his hands, boss.
Yep.
He's good with his hands, going upfield, disengaging, bending, twisting just slightly. It's subtleties. It's not like he's not like a Von Miller, but there he is with the hands, right? He's winning with the hands. He's putting pressure. He's using his length to come around and put pressure on the quarterback. And he does a great job there closing the show. At the top of the screen. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Coming off the ball. Good explosiveness, man. Good explosiveness. There he is. good explosiveness, way to close, man. Really good explosiveness. I mean, he looks cat quick on that. He looks faster on that than he did on all other plays. Dip underneath. Good job, man.
Wipe them shoes. Right? Wipe them shoes.
Yeah. So he did some good things, man. I mean, he lost his balance, and I know if you're on that last play, you notice he lost his balance, but he used his hands to like froggy leap and like still get there, right? So he did a great job, man. And hey, he brings some pressure and a little bit of, nuance that we don't have. And as long as we have somebody else that can put pressure on the quarterback, Boss Cowboy, besides Micah Parsons and whatever DeMarcus Lawrence is going to contribute, which if he's healthy, I think DeMarcus Lawrence is a 10 to 12 sack guy. But if he missed games, he's probably not going to get to that number, So if we got another piece that does that, man, that's valuable, and that's going to help us out a lot.
Yeah. And so the film don't lie. Andre Johnson, my boy, he said Gregory type sacks. The reason why he said that, because we went through the film the other day and we compared Armstrong sacks to Gregory sacks. And it was clear, nobody could deny it, that Gregory was getting athletic sacks within 2 seconds versus Armstrong was getting those contribution sacks and coverage sacks. So that's why I said, now for the people that's watching film with me, okay, Coach Marv say, how does he play the run? I haven't broken him down that deep yet. The first thing y'all looked at is what most people get paid on, and that's sacks. So when I'm first looking at the defensive end, I'm going to first break down how they look on sacks. Then I'm going to break down how they do against the run. Then I'm going to look at, all the other aspects of it. But the first thing and the fastest stuff to present is how do they look on sacks. And you can see, just like Gregory, he gets athletic sacks versus those contribution sacks. What's your thoughts on that, big dog?
So the contention is that he gets athletic sacks.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Because you wanted in the show.
Let me.
I'll show you. So I still got the film.
Yeah,
right.
let me. I want to make sure I'm clear on what you're saying.
All right, so this is Randy Gregory. I'm gonna start with Randy Gregory. Okay, we're gonna start with him. We're gonna look at the sacks.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good stunt.
Yeah,
he just closed the show, bro.
Yeah, he killed that center. That's athletic. That's I'm better than you.
Boom.
That's period. I'm just better than you. That's it.
That just being stronger than you.
Yep, I'm better.
Balance.
Period. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You go die slow today. Yep. That's another one.
Yep.
Where it's athleticism. It's I'm a killer. That's what we're looking at. I'm winning because I'm a killer. And these are within 2 seconds. These are within 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, that was power. That was speed. The other one was power.
Yeah.
So that was a speed sack. I'm just coming around the edge. I'm just faster than you. You slow. I'm fast. I'm just gonna run around you real quick. you know. There it is. I'm a better. Yeah. I'm faster and quicker than you.
Mm-hmm. And these are every one is sacks. And they all within 2 seconds. The play start, the play over.
Yeah.
Play start, play over.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point. You got a really good point.
Yeah. Play start, play over. Again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, when he get it going off that edge, bro, that's the thing. That dude just completely Christian Darrisaw just missed him with his hands completely. Mm-hmm. Completely missed with the hands, and he get a free run. Yeah, he's a sprint. This dude is like a sprinter athlete, Mm-hmm. He's a defensive end, but he's really like a sprinter athletic type dude, So when he get that confidence on that sprint going like that, tip it to himself, let me catch it, I'm gonna try to take it to the house, I get tackled. All right, so he's a freak athlete, and that's what's attractive about him. That's what makes him jump off of, Yeah, that was a good move though, right there, man. You know the stutter step inside and then come outside. That was a really great move, man. Great move.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was a bull. That was almost a cover sack, almost.
Yeah.
Almost, because he bulled him back
almost.
Slow. He bulled him back slow. That wasn't no clean, easy win. He worked. You know, he worked for it, and I mean, the dude tried to sit down on him, and the quarterback stepped up. Bull.
I wouldn't call that a cover sack, big dog. Not that one.
Well,
almost. It's teetering. It's teetering.
It's almost.
Because he killed a pocket.
It's almost because
he had no pocket, bro. Like if you look at him, he killed a pocket, in my opinion. Here we go. Let's just look at it.
Well, yeah, just take a look.
So watch the pocket. Pocket gone. It's no pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
to me, that's still athletic. But we can split hairs on that. We ain't got to agree on all of them.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all good.
All right, let's
worries.
look at Doris Armstrong, and then let's compare. Hold on. Let me rewind it. And so then we go talk about the difference between athletic sacks, aided sacks. I called it aided sacks, and then obviously cover sacks. Here we go. Now, this is athletic. This is the one sack that he just made a fantastic play, Armstrong. Fantastic. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. The rest of them.
Well, no, you can't say womp on those sacks. That dude's still sacking the quarterback. He's where he needs to be.
Yeah, and see, that's I'm making that point. Those sacks are being in the right place at the right time. These are not athletic sacks like what we were seeing with Randy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even gotta watch it to tell you that. There's a difference in athleticism, and there's a difference, man. In just physical tools and ability, right? That's a good stunt, and he came clean.
No, that wasn't him, dog. That wasn't even him. He's the cleanup guy. He cleaned up.
Oh, he was a cleanup. Well, let me see. Hold on, I see it better from this end. Let me see.
Cleaned up. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's clean up, Zach. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Cover sack.
Okay.
Cover sack.
That's a cover sack. But it's not a skill deal. I mean, everybody can't just be a freak athlete, dude.
All I'm doing is comparing. That's all I'm doing, though.
Yeah.
These sacks count. Yeah. But we all got to be real and say these sacks are also different than Randy's. And they different from Fowler. They different. They are.
They are. Oh.
Give Randy Gregory that sack, dog.
Hey, he didn't give up on the play, bro. He's hustling, trying to get there. Randy, no. Okay, I got you now. I got you. Hey, it's all right to be the cleanup man sometime, Boss Cowboy.
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that. I'm saying, and this is my whole point. It's not saying Armstrong is bad. I'm saying people that look at numbers and say, see, one guy has 6 sacks, the other guy has 6 sacks, so they're the same. Not true, fam.
Yeah. There's differences, man. I mean, we know there are differences. We know that Dorrance is a lunch pail guy. He's a construction worker, hard hat, lunch pail guy, right? Mm-hmm. He's not like an artist. He's not like an architect. You know, Randy Gregory, compared physically, Randy Gregory is like an artist. You know, he's like a guy that drew the building. He can freak it, you know. So every guy, you know. So yeah, it's definitely differences. Yeah, that's no debate.
And that's why Andre said, and I feel him, Gregory type sacks, where Fowler was getting those sacks based on beating his man. It wasn't cleanup sacks. It wasn't cover sacks. It was I beat you sacks. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's accurate to say, tell me what you think it is. That's why I'm saying Fowler is basically a mixture of Randy and Dorrance. He's, to me, in the middle of those two. He's not the player that Randy is, but he's not the role player that Armstrong is. What's your thoughts?
I see what you're saying. But I don't think that you can compare him to Dorrance.
Okay.
I think he's better. I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But not he's in the middle.
But not in the middle.
No, I'm saying in the middle of Randy Gregory, then in the middle of those two is Fowler, and then on the lower end is Armstrong. So I'm saying,
but I'm saying, no, I'm with you. I get your point.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that if you're looking at it, he slides closer to the 70th percentile, not 80th. I would say the 70th percentile of a Randy Gregory. So I don't even think I think he slides a little bit higher on the scale.
Yeah. And
that's
see,
what I think. I think he's a little bit high. He's a little bit higher on the scale.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna fight that, bro, because just keeping it real, Fowler career-wise was better than Randy Gregory. To your point, you know what I'm saying? So this is one of those picks that can end up working out way better than what we expect. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, can he be restored back to that form of greatness? But I feel you on that, to where it's not perfectly in the middle. It's more so towards the Randy Gregory side or higher. I'm with you, dog. I see it. Yeah. Y'all, come on, y'all get an OC.
Yeah.
I see you, OC. I see OC. I see you, big dog. I see you, big dog. I see you, big dog. All right, man. But
because it's go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead.
No, it's unique. It's still a fine art skill, and it's unique for you to win one-on-one, and for you to be able to win one-on-one, and to win quickly one-on-one. You know, that's a hard thing. And so Fowler can do that, and he can win quick one-on-one, and that's why I slide him higher on that scale. Now, I don't think he's the athlete that Randy Gregory is.
Oh, no.
But I'm going to say this. Very few people in the NFL, probably 4 or 5 defensive ends that actually play are the caliber athlete that Randy Gregory is. But in terms of how he finishes and his moves, he's equal and better on some levels.
Yoga fire.
That's what I think.
So, coach, like, I got to see him against the run. I'm like, I ain't going to do that film breakdown this week, coach. No, coach, like, I need you to go do the breakdown. Not this week. I'll do that after the book. After I finish the book and after I release the book, we'll do a breakdown on him versus the run. And that's the way we have a complete picture of him. You know what I'm saying? But these boys get paid on sacks. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to start with that. They get paid on sacks. That's why Tank, as good as he is as a run stopper, he had to take a pay cut, didn't he? They came in here with an insulting offer because they didn't care about stopping the run. They want to know how much pain you putting on that quarterback. Yeah. What's your final words, big dog?
Oh, man, look, hey, Cowboys, fill roster spots, man. I mean, Fowler is a solid pickup. James Washington is going to be a boom or bust. If he catches the ball versus your third or your fourth DB, he should do some damage. But it's just all about, the complete puzzle. And so we don't have the complete puzzle right now. We just got a few pieces of the puzzle. So this is a wait-and-see situation. And hopefully the Cowboys can make some more strong moves, man. That's what I think.
All right. And so here at Boss Cowboy Sports, we didn't cheat you. We didn't give you opinions. We gave you film. Same day, too. James Washington, he was signed today. We showed him today. Dante, he was signed today. We got the film on him today. So you got you some good dose of eyeballs on the guys that's coming in. So we gonna continue to try to keep up with the speed of free agency, because obviously y'all can see it's moving real fast. But we gonna keep up with it. And plus, by the time I release the book, I'm gonna have way more time. Obviously, in between shows, in between money ventures and stuff I do, you know, I gotta write the book. But so as soon as I finish that, it's gonna be 100% all content. And the content is gonna likely be centered around the book and the work that was done in the book. So and my final words will be, man, we haven't really got started yet. Okay? Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all this so everybody can kind of relax. There's a reason why I wasn't gonna release my book until week 2 of free agency, because we don't do stuff significant in week 1. We sign our guys, we do safe bull crap. We've been doing that for at least 8 years. So everybody, let's take a breath, let's take a chill, let's let these boys work. So we got Fowler, which might have upside. I think you're right on James Washington. I need to check his drop rate. Could be hit or miss, but he's going to be viewed as a Band-Aid going into the draft. We going to run the same strategy. It's just that we going to need Will McClay to come through like he normally does. It's my final word. So, yeah, so make sure, and y'all been doing this, like and subscribe to Boss Cowboy Sports. I don't know if y'all noticed, but all of our videos been hitting over 1,000 consistently, but that's more so because of you guys. When y'all come in the door and you share and you hit that like, YouTube is a computer. It's an algorithm, you know? So the only thing they gonna say is, oh, people like this content, let's show it to more people. So even if you don't put cash in the Cash App, which obviously we want you to continue to do, if you love what you see with Boss Cowboy Sports, do the little stuff. You got any thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, man. I mean, here's the deal, man. The more you like, share, and subscribe our content, the more we can produce it and the more people we can impact. And so, hey, if you put money in the Cash App, $ Boss Cowboy Sports, you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And then when you turn on your notification icons, turn on all notifications, especially on YouTube, so you get all the notifications for every video and all the contents that we drop. You can follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, obviously, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. And until next time, guys, we'll see you.
Now, we ain't gone yet, bro. You got some videos you gonna drop?
Man, look, I dropped one today.
Oh, you did?
And, hey, yeah. That's why I was surprised you went on. So, yes, I did, bro. I did. So you didn't look.
Well,
so,
no, I was prepared.
Yes.
I was prepping for the show, big dog. My bad.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So yeah, we'll drop some more content over the weekend, man. We try to get something out for you guys tomorrow, man. I'm gonna do my best. I got a busy day, but hey, man, you guys keep tuning in for the latest and greatest in Cowboy sports and news, man. So we got you covered.
Somebody asked what's the Cash App. It's Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Thank you for everybody that continue to donate to Boss Cowboy Sports. We got a lot of changes coming, and we appreciate the thought.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.